everyone, it's Paige. We are back with another YouTube video today. We are at Kings North at Myrtle Beach National. This is rated one of the most female-friendly golf courses, and I must say, I agree with that. I walked in, everyone was really nice to me. I didn't feel uncomfortable, and it is actually kind of a first sometimes. So if you're a woman and you're looking to play, this is the place to come. Being a female in the golf industry is really difficult, and coming to golf courses can feel really uncomfortable. I think that's a little hard for a lot of guys to understand, since they are always so welcomed at golf courses and feel so comfortable. To come to a golf course where you feel welcomed and you don't feel like you're an afterthought is something that's really important to me. And so something that's really cool about this golf course is that they just don't throw tees out and say, hey, these are the women's tees. Like, they actually have put a lot of thought into the tee boxes here, and so we're just gonna play from the women's tees and we're gonna have some fun today. This is a par 4, 360, and it looks straight ahead, so we're just gonna bomb driver. Okay, I have 121 into this pin. Pin looks front. The bunker, so I do not want to be short. There's also a tree kind of sort of in my way. It shouldn't be in my way, but if I hit a bad shot, it's gonna be in my way, so that's just something I need to think about. I'm gonna go a little on the right side here and pull into the wind too. Yeah, I'm just gonna aim a little bit right and try to turn it over just slightly, so I hit a nice high draw. So I bladed that like really badly, and it was a really bad shot, but it worked out kind of okay. So all we have to do now is get up and down for our par and go to the next hole. That checked up nicely. I have a tap in for my par, and we'll move to the next hole. Hopefully I'll hit a better approach shot. When you hit a bad shot like that, try not to let it get in your mind, especially if it's early on in the round. Like, that was the second shot I hit all day and it wasn't great. Just know that, like, you're going to hit bad shots, and don't think like, oh my gosh, I hit it thin, I need to fix this and that. Really focus in on what works for you. We have 310. It looks like a dog leg slightly to the right. Wind is into me. I'm just gonna try to hit a little cut around the trees and hopefully be okay. I actually don't normally play the women's tees. I'll play with my guy friends normally, and they like to play all the way back, so I'll play with them. But I do like to play the women's tees once in a while. They're fun to play. I recommend playing the fronts for like guys as well if you want to get low. I think if you can't break par or shoot par from the front tee boxes, that you shouldn't even be moving back anyways. So they're always fun to play. And it just makes the course look really different. Playing different tee boxes, it totally changes the golf course. And sometimes playing from a further up tee doesn't mean necessarily that it's easier. It could be a lot harder because you're actually landing it in areas that are more narrow than if you're back there, you're actually landing it in the landing spot, which is quite wide. So it challenges your game. It's great to work on short game. And I recommend, like most people, trying to play from the forward tee box. I also don't like calling them women's tees, but that's what people call them, so we can have that discussion for another day. Brought that up on Twitter once, and like, you would have thought I talked about killing puppies, because that's like, they're like, it's the women's tees, it's always been the women's tees from the beginning of time, and how dare you even mention that they're not called the women's tees, they're the forward tees. But I don't know, I guess it's just golf and things take a while to change. That's fine. I didn't hit it well, but we'll find it, we'll play it, and hopefully we'll make a birdie or a par. So I hit it left. This is actually what I was talking about, how playing from the forward tees can be a little bit more difficult, because I did hit that left, but I wasn't that far left. Now I'm in this like waist bunker, when if I would have hit that back on the normal tees that I play from, I would have probably just been left side of the fairway. So that's what I was saying, like, it does make it more difficult. This is a really hard shot, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. It's a 98 yard into the wind, sitting down slightly on a side slope lie. So my expectations are like really low here, and I am just trying to get it anywhere out or on the green. And that's pretty much it. On a shot like this, you want to stand a little bit taller since you're not grounding your club and you want to pick it. And then you also want to make sure that everything is really steady and you don't have any excess movement, because that's when you'll kind of hit behind it or hit it thin. And so really just try to be as steady as possible on this shot. So that's like pretty much as good as I think I could have done. I went a little far. I grabbed a 9-iron just because I like to hit more of a half shot, and I didn't want to feel like I had to hit it fuller, so I would have normally hit like a wedge or even a 50 degree. But I went with my 9-iron, choked down on it, stayed really steady and hit more of a half shot, especially when it was into the wind too. I didn't want it to fly up in the air, so I tried to hit more of a lower shot, and it worked out. I did exactly what I wanted to do. I got it out, got it on the green. That's like a little baby fist pump kind of shot because it keeps your round going. You hit it exactly what you wanted to do. You were in a position that wasn't great, but you made it work, got it out, and let's get our 2-putt and let's move on. That's fast. I didn't think it was going to be all that fast, but it was quick, and I have a little tester. Okay, we got our par, and let's move on to the next one. So this is hole number 3. The red tee box was 197 to the pin, and I felt like that was just a little bit too short for me for a par 4. So I actually moved back 1 tee box, and that's something that you guys can do as well. If you don't like a yardage or you want to try something a little bit different, you can always mix and match what tee boxes you play. So I moved back to the blue. It's 260, and it's a really cool kind of split. I'm not fairway because there's water over there, but kind of like this, I don't know how to describe it. There's water there, there's green there, and then there's green over there. So you can either go to the right and lay up, or you can go to the left and go for it. And if you remember my last video, I talked about course management and what you should do and how you should lay up is always a smarter play. And because I never take my own advice, I'm gonna go for it because I want to. So we're gonna go straight ahead. I really carried it. I don't know what happened on that one. I actually hit that well, but it came off really, really low and weird. But I'm totally fine, and I'm gonna have like a 30-yard shot up to the green. So I made it onto the fairway. Well, it's a back pin, so I have a lot of green to work with, which is actually really nice on a shot like this. So I didn't short side myself, which is great. I'm just gonna hit a basic pitch shot here. You don't really have to do too much with this one. So I just have this putt for birdie, and it looks up the hill, so I'm gonna be aggressive here. This is the 4th hole. It is a 90-yard par 3. So I was talking about how like playing the forward tees is really great practice for your short game and your wedges, and you should make birdie here. So like a pretty straightforward putt. Just gonna focus on speed again and hope I make it. Realistically, I would have liked to hit this wedge shot a lot closer. It's kind of outside the zone of being a good shot, so it's not bad. But like I said, when you do have a wedge or less than 100 yards in, like this is where when you see pros playing, like this is where they really make their money, is with like putting and wedge shots. Like they would be so disgusted with this. It's probably why I'm not on tour, but like this is a horrible shot for them. And so just try to like raise your expectations a little bit, and I'm sure you'll improve as well. And just don't be happy with like hitting the green, but maybe trying to get it closer to the pin. one of the signature holes, number 6. It's called the Gambler. People have been talking about this. I can now see why. It has taken 1, 2, 3, 4 of us to figure out where I should go on this one. And we've decided that going left will be the better play because it'll be shorter, and then I'll have a straight shot into the green compared to going right, where I have to carry the water and not miss it left, and then I'll probably have longer in. I have 170 into this pin. It's a little into the wind and it's pretty humid out, so the ball's not going anywhere. So I'm going to hit a 4 hybrid instead of what I would normally hit, which is like a 5 iron. Okay, so I ended up hitting it just on the right side. It was a good shot, and I'll have about 30 feet for my eagle putt. I have kind of a long putt. It looks like it's breaking to the left. Focusing on speed here again. You know, I always say that, but that is really the most important thing. Line is, yes, it's important, but making sure speed is always dialed in. That's how you avoid your 3 putts. And nothing is more defeating than a 3 putt. And so if you always just focus on your speed, you can't really have much worse than hopefully a 3-footer. So that's why I always say that. Remember when I was talking about speed and line? Yeah, well, line is also kind of important too. But hey, look, I don't have more than a 3-footer because my speed was perfect. Yay! So I made my birdie. I took the gamble and it paid off. Definitely, if you're playing this hole, I would say straight is a better play than going to the right side. You have shorter in. You do have water on the right and the left, but it is an easier shot. Since I hit hybrid, and if I went right I would have hit driver, and I only had like 170 in, so I would say play it forward. If you don't feel confident hitting your second shot over the water, you can always lay up to the right side, but this is the one where if you take the gamble it does actually pay off, and I ended up with a birdie out of it. I hope you enjoyed today's round of golf. Showed a little bit from the front tees and why I think people should play them. I've done that before, but again, just to reiterate that it's great for all skill levels. It doesn't matter who you are, how good you are, it doesn't matter really anything, just play from the front tees, and there's a lot of benefits that come from it. I do want to talk about how female friendly it has been here. It's been really, really great, and that's something that means a lot to me. So I highly recommend this golf course. The Gambler was a really fun hole, and just trying to mix up a little bit more with my YouTube videos. Leave a comment down below on what you want to see more of, less of. I really want to take your input because you guys mean so much to me, and I want you to be highly engaged in my content. I'm doing kind of a mix between course vlogs and playing lessons. I do kind of like that. And I haven't been doing the whole 9 because I just feel like that is a little bit too long. So again, if you guys want to see more golf, longer videos, let me know and I'll start doing that as well. So hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next Thursday.